Bonjour mon petit chauffeur and welcome to my September reading vlog. It's currently September 4th for another 50 minutes. I forgot how many minutes were in an hour. Which means that in 50 minutes it'll be my birthday and we are in Nashville, Tennessee for the second year in a row. I don't know how much reading I'm going to be doing here, but we're gonna make efforts, you know. Let me turn this way because I'm not wearing pants and there's a mirror behind me. So I brought with me Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco, and I am 55 pages into it. It's quite interesting thus far. I'm also listening to Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. So I'm excited. I see Paramore this week. Great, bye. Hello. It is September 11th. I actually don't even know when. I think I was in Nashville was my last check-in. So hello, I'm back in Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I've been home for like 3 days now, just trying to recover from that Paramore concert, which was almost the death of me, but it was absolutely incredible. Witnessed the very last Misery Business, and it's bittersweet, but and also witnessed the very first Tell Me How. I almost broke my knee in the Frothy Monkey, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, it is almost 2 a.m. so technically it's September 12th. I just got in from yet another concert. I went to see Niall Horan tonight. I don't know why it says his name like that, so I'm exhausted and hungry. But anyway, I am still reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. I am on page 100 and something. And it's interesting. I haven't formed like a full opinion on it yet. It's pretty easy to read. The relationship between Audrey Rose and Thomas is a little weird. By weird, it's just because like everything's it's like they've only known each other for like 2-3 days, so I don't know, the way they interact is weird. Anyway, I thought I'm tired. I'm not making sense, but I just wanted to check in because I haven't since I've been home. And I think I've only checked. I think it actually has been a week since the last time I checked in, because we left a week ago today. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to. Probably not gonna get any reading done tonight. But hopefully tomorrow. So I might see you tomorrow. Her hair is a mess. Her face is a mess. She's wearing a frozen blanket as a dress. Therefore, her life is a mess. It's almost 3 a.m. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into this, shall we? I am on page 208 of Stalking Jack the Ripper. My glasses are filthy. I feel like I'm making progress. If I had actually read today, I could have been a lot closer to finishing this book. And I have a lot of mixed feelings. I did want to, the main actual purpose of me checking in was to talk about this just really cute moment in the midst of a lot of strangeness, where Thomas said to Audrey Rose about this perfume, because you were wearing the same fragrance 2 nights ago. I'm not going to read it, but it was really cute. And he recognized the scent because she was wearing it when they almost kissed, I guess, in an alleyway, and he was going to buy her the perfume. When I say it out loud, it sounds weird, but when you read it, it was actually kind of cute, considering that he's kind of weird and annoying. But that was just a really cute moment. But their relationship, there's just something about it that I can't get with, you know? I don't know, there's also something about Audrey Rose that I can't like fully get behind. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this, and I guess I'll talk about it when it's not almost 3 a.m. Also, while we're here, I have been listening to Sense and Sensibility, and I'm not sure if this is blasphemous, but this book is kind of boring. I mean, I already knew that because I've tried to read it before. It's been on my bookshelf for ages, and I tried to physically read it, and I couldn't. I could not get past the first chapter, and I thought listening to it would be better. And while it is, the narration's okay, it's pretty good. I find myself just like zoning out a lot and like not really remembering anything that I've already listened to. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't made to read Jane Austen in school. So I also haven't read Pride and Prejudice. My mom likes that one though, so maybe I'll try that one next. Not a vlog until the bonnet comes out. I just needed to pop in really quick because I just got to this part where Audrey Rose's dad pops up, and she basically finds out that he's given this man permission to court her basically without her permission, and she and I both are feeling quite betrayed right now. And like, I know, like I just said, that there's something off that I can't personally connect with or grab onto with Audrey Rose and Thomas, but like I know that that's the direction I'm supposed to be pushed towards, so like I'm just like, back off, okay? And I don't know, there's just, speaking of the disconnect I have with their relationship, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we haven't had any actual genuine interactions between them that haven't had anything to do with a corpse. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be rooting for or shipping, aside from a few flirtations and compliments in between. And like, as far as Audrey Rose, the character herself goes, I feel like I'm supposed to be all for her. Like, yes, queen, don't conform to like society norms and expectations of women, but I feel like it's a little forced. I feel like the whole I'm not like the other girls because I like cutting open corpses thing is a lot, because it doesn't feel genuine. And at the same time, she's also like, I'm not like the other girls, but I still also like wearing dresses and eyeliner, which, yeah, true, same, but I don't know, it's weird. Read the book and then tell me what you think, or if you've read the book, tell me what you think. Hello, so it's the 20th, and a couple days ago now, finished reading Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. Part of me feels like this is going to be the only book that I finished this month, but I'm trying really hard not to let that be the case. To compensate for me slacking, I have makeup on. I even have a glitter on my eyes. Anyway, so Stalking Jack the Ripper is a historical fiction sort of novel. It takes place obviously back in the 1800s. Where was Jack the Ripper ripping? The 1800s. It is told from the point of view of Audrey Rose, who studies and is sort of an apprentice to her uncle, who is a coroner, I believe. He dissects and inspects dead bodies. She is an aspiring, I guess, scientist. So against society norms and the wishes of her family, she studies cadavers, dead bodies, and I guess figures out like what led the person to their death. And at this time is the rise of Jack the Ripper terrorizing London. So she and her uncle's, his assistant apprentice, Thomas, basically set off to figure out who Jack the Ripper is and to stop him from ripping up London. So I have mixed feelings about this book. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it. There are a few tabs. I like the premise of it a lot. I think that's very interesting. I think a fictional story about set during the time of Jack the Ripper and basically a girl solving the mystery of who Jack the Ripper is cool and like really in my book. So the plot itself I liked. The story itself, cool. There was just something about Audrey Rose herself that I couldn't connect with, or just it didn't click with me. It didn't feel authentic. Okay, that's confusing. It says Annie's on, but they're showing the commercial for Prince Caspian, so my heart just did a lot of things. Sorry.
It did.
Annie's coming on, but I guess Prince Caspian's coming on after that, so bless. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, don't distract me with my favorite things. Oh, I feel like the route we were going down is Audrey Rose is like this no nonsense, very early feminist icon. I don't care what society says I shouldn't do. I don't care if you think this is ladylike. I do as I please. I'm interested in science. I want to study dead bodies, but I also really like wearing dresses and eyeliner. Mood. And I like that. But okay, first off, all of that felt very forced. It didn't feel like that was like, naturally her personality and how, she went about her day-to-day life. It just felt like the author was like, okay, this is how she's going to be. Let me make sure that every instance that I can point out that I am not doing what society thinks I should do, let me point it out. Also, I feel like, hold on, I wrote this down somewhere. Let me see if I can actually quickly pull up my Goodreads. I might have said it in the blog part, I'm not sure. Can't find it. I don't remember what I was going to say, but it was the contrast about, I don't know, I just didn't feel like she needed to point out all the time. Oh, that's what it was. It was like she constantly was one of those, I'm not like the other girls, I'm not like the other girls because I like dead bodies. But then she's like, but I also like dresses and eyeliner. Pick a struggle, please. Either you are going to be the cliche, I'm not like all the other girls, girl, or, just be a normal, balanced person without having to point it out all the time. Aside from that, I liked actually all the scientific bits about it. I liked the historical facts about it. I liked the plot twist at the end. My guess was similar in the same vein, but right before it was revealed the actuality of Jack's identity, I pieced it together and I was a little hurt. My feelings were hurt a little bit. I really liked the plot twist. I like Thomas, I think. He's weird. And like a little annoying, but like sometimes he's cute. I haven't decided. I also feel like I don't necessarily like their relationship. It's not that I don't like it, 'cause it's fine. It's just, it doesn't feel, I don't know, real or authentic. It feels like I ship them, I guess, because I'm instructed to ship them. Like, you've known each other for a total of 3 minutes and you're already like into this guy. Just something was off. I don't know. Because I feel like the disconnect comes because aside from them, like when this all started, like bantering about who's smarter, or aside from them like digging around in dead bodies, you don't really see them interact with each other to where they're actually getting to know each other and actually developing feelings for each other. So I don't know, it just, and I know some of that has to do with society norms at the time and what was appropriate, what was inappropriate, but it just didn't click with me. That being said, I do think I'm going to read the sequel. I heard a lot of people, not a lot, I don't know, I've heard some people say that they enjoyed the sequel more than the first one. So I'm interested to see where the story goes. I'm curious to see if it gets, if my opinions change. I'm very interested in going to Romania, I believe. Is it Romania? Because the sequel is Hunting Dracula, I believe. Hunting Prince Dracula. I read the first 2 chapters and I'm going to continue. I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue. Because now I need to know what the thumping on the train is. Yeah, it's Romania. And the 3rd book just came out, was it yesterday or the day before maybe, which is Escaping Houdini, and they're coming to America, so America, woo! Anyway, now I am reading, I say the word reading very, very loosely because I'm not. I read the first couple of pages of Sweet Black Waves by Christina Perez. I picked this up at BookCon 2 days before it was released. This is inspired by and sort of a retelling of Tristan and Isolde. Depends on who you ask. I always love that story a lot, and we all know how much I love a good retelling, which is hilarious because I'm doubling down on the retellings right now. I'll get to that in a minute. This one's actually told through the point of view of Isolde's cousin, I believe, Branwen. So that's interesting. So it's kind of like a side story, more so than a retelling. Still very interesting nonetheless. I've put this in like 3 of my TBRs, and I'm just now getting around to it. But like I said, I'm doubling down on my retellings because I am doing a reread, and we are rereading one of my favorite books ever. It's time. The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. I love you. So I don't have to talk about that. I've talked about this book so many times over the last few years, but it's just high time that I reread it. I read both Flame in the Mist and Smoke in the Sun last month. Yeah, so I'm just keeping the Renee ball rolling. I'm still listening to Sense and Sensibility, but once again, I'm using the word listening very loosely because hear me out. I feel like, I don't know, I couldn't tell you what this book's about, and I've got like 3 hours left on Audible. I'm listening to it on 1.5 speed because I just need to get through it. I tried listening to it at normal speed and I just kind of zone all the way out. I zone out regardless, but I really couldn't tell you what's happening in this book. I thought I had it. I thought it clicked with me. I was like, the first like hour or so, I'm like, okay, this is cool. I don't know. It might be a while before I pick up another Jane Austen. If you are a Jane Austen fan, please tell me what I'm doing wrong and which book I should read next if I want to really get into Jane Austen. My mom likes Pride and Prejudice.